Good morning, traders. This is your Aussie South African Top 40 daily review. So yesterday's strategy didn't work out, and pretty much I got stopped out. So I'm assuming you would have been stopped out as well. But what we have got at the moment is a potential double bottom or tweezer bottom forming on the daily. So we had this indecision bar, and now we've had a pin bar which is closed pretty much on its high. And that is going to give us an indication of what's going to go on today. So essentially what we have is a range. There's the top of the range. You can see it lines up with a number of tails. Okay, so that is a fairly significant level to the upside. And we have this bottom here. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we are still trading in the range that was created on Monday. And if I look to the left, you can see there's quite a bit of congestion here. Okay, trend is still up on the daily, although the alligator is starting to flatten out. So still a little bit wary about this. So if we just move down to the lower time frames, you'll see a little bit more clearly. And here you can see there is a inside bar, there is an engulfing bar. Okay, so that is a double bullish pattern from price action perspective. So what I'm looking for is a breakout above this to confirm price as direction, or alternatively we're going to keep moving to the downside and come test the low again and just range in this area. Now this range itself is pretty much 500 points. So let's give you the levels between that. Levels on the top side is 49,980, and on the bottom we have 49,370. Okay, so that's kind of our scenario that we're in at the moment. So let's just get down to the 1 hour and the half hour, because that's what we want to trade. So first things first, we are hovering on the 200 1 hour EMA. Okay, we had a bearish pattern there with this engulfing, and now we've got an inside bar here. Okay, so this is going to play quite nicely with the closing range breakout strategy. So at this stage, if you look at the oscillator, it has grouped to the upside, indicating that a potential reversal is not imminent, but could play out from this level that we're at. And also we are testing the underside of the alligator. Okay, so it's not as clear as what it's been here, where it's short. Here you can see the volatility stepping in and a little bit of a rounding bottom, if you want to look at it that way. It's a double bottom or a rounding bottom, but whichever way you look at it, this is a potential bottoming pattern. Okay, so, and often what reinforces that view for me is when the closing range breakout fails. Okay, so let's just use these two levels here, because that is our closing range. So we got a break below, so you would have expected a continuation to the downside, but you didn't get it. We got a break to the upside, which would have stopped you out. Okay, so when this kind of thing happens, 9 times out of 10 there is a reversal. You can see we're above the alligator at the moment, so that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. Okay, so that is now our closing range strategy. So it is hovering between, to the upside, 49,910, I think is going to be the safest one, and to the downside 49,718. Now those are the two levels we want to watch. We break to the upside, I would expect gap close. That is the next magnet there, and that's pretty much a little bit more than the range height. And if we break below, I'd pretty much expect this bottom to hold. Okay, so at this stage I would say bias is for a potential turn on the half hour that is played out. You can see the alligator is pointing up. So what I'm looking for is some kind of a pullback, or the range break will also work out. It's just what the stop is going to be. The 220 point stop loss. So that's fair. That we can handle. 220 point stop loss is not something that we worry about. But you can see how the different levels are at play here. Here we have the breakout. We've had a double test of the breakout. I'd like to see another test of that breakout, possibly even to this fractal level here. In other words, what I'd like to see is the opening range play out to the downside first, create a higher low for us, and probably something along the lines of it's going to work. Let's do that. Okay, so something along the lines of coming back to test the alligator, test this level, which would also be the range height, target, build a base, and then accelerate for gap close. Okay, the other thing to bear in mind is that this pattern here, which is pretty much a range at the moment, if we break up above it, we have an extended target of, I want to check if it lines up with something. We do have some interaction here. We have quite a bit of interaction at that level. Okay, so a breakout of this pattern brings in $50,445 into play. Okay, so that's kind of my play for the moment. Expecting this thing to bounce up a little bit, probably gap close first, and then a potential in the next day or two to get to 50,445. Okay, so just work out what that is. That's a 500 point trade. Okay, anyway, that's my view today, and I think the elements that are going to drive my decision making at the moment is really going to be a break above 49,900 is what I'm looking for. A break above there is going to give me some confidence that we are moving to the upside. A break down, potentially, I don't think I'll take the short because I'm anticipating this as a reversal. So a breakdown, I'll wait at the target to see what price action does and then get another entry long. And that's going to be pretty much a swing entry for those two levels I pointed out, gap close and then one higher up. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's my view on the Aussie today. Let's hope that one plays out. Yesterday was a negative day, but win some and you lose some. Anyway, hope that helps. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.